Hello, Bashkim. Thank you for agreeing to record this video. It's going to be uploaded on the website of our cost action. I would like to know more about the local ecosystem environment of fintechs. What are your plans? What are the challenges that you're meeting? So first, please introduce yourself and give us a few details about what's happening on the ecosystem in your country for the moment.
Thank you, Vasile, for this opportunity. We are happy to discuss and share our information with you and your associates. Paysera is a European fintech company, licensed in Europe since 18 years ago, with a portfolio of almost 1 million clients and around 30 billion turnover. With this extensive experience, we are very happy that have been able to obtain the first license in the Balkans in Kosovo in 2020. That was followed up later in Albania, and we are working to enter the market of North Macedonia, Serbia, and Montenegro. Balkan countries actually are part of Europe, but not of the part of the European Union. And this makes them a bit challenged and more difficult them to be and to integrate into the payments ecosystem and other digital processes. Being part of European fintech in Balkan means a lot for citizens, and this is opportunity to have European IBAN, opportunity to be in contact with other organizations and other businesses, marketplaces, and other trends that they are going on. And in addition to that, faster and more convenient transfers. Additional value will be for the countries that they use different currencies than euro, and our wallet and our opportunity to convert money and send instantly is a huge advantage, especially also in regards to the business development of small retailers and freelancers nowadays, that they have jobs online and they are able to receive money instantly with a low cost. Using the normal banking services in the Balkans, the fees are very, very high. So this is putting a huge burden into our retail and small businesses and individuals that they want to have incomes such as from maybe Airbnb, renting a home, or doing some work in Upwork platform and other platforms internationally. So in order to receive funds, people sometimes pay 15, 20, 25 euros. And if you see it from this kind of perspective, the fees are disabling appropriate trade comparing to the same companies in European Union. We are very happy that we are now here, and we are putting lots of effort and energy to educate and make awareness of the people. And currently we have around 20,000 clients that we have been achieved to get them for 1 year. The trend is growing up very good. We have around 12% monthly increase of client base, and we are the first one to adopt it, onboarding of customers online, which is a huge advantage, especially comparing to traditional banking system, where you need to wait for hours in the branch in order to do a small transaction. Our regulator has provided one of the models which regulates licensing of fintechs, and that's why we are dependent from the bank, any bank, in order to execute local payments. And unfortunately, the approach from banking sector was not so supportive. We felt the huge obstacles and not readiness to cooperate with fintechs in the matter of payment settlements and in matter of other services. This is done maybe because of lack of awareness from the banks and their knowledge about the fintech trends. And that's why we are optimistic that our central bank will issue the new law, which is law on payments, according to PSD2 regulation of directive of Europe. And with this, it will be enabled for us to become part of payment settlements directly. So in this case, Kosovo citizens will have directly IBAN from us, and they will be able to have accounts for free, comparing to now from the market that most of the banks, they charge monthly fee for the accounts, and the charges, as I said, are very, very expensive. In addition to that, we are bringing new solutions, new systems in matter of e-commerce development. With our integrated plugins, we are able to connect any merchants for a couple of minutes, comparing to previously the integration has been maybe it took months to open merchant account. And we are presenting now many advanced solutions to the part of open API, and enabling many technical companies and infrastructure to integrate their payments with the services. So in generally, we are almost bringing all solutions and the services that they are in European Union and trends to the in the Balkan, which it has a huge potential in the matter of youth and perspective in digital services.
Thank you, Bashkim, for the very interesting and description and for all these details. It seems that there's a lot of potential. However, as you've mentioned, there's a lot to do in education and bringing the information or valuable and valid information to stakeholders. And I would want to ask you here, what is the collaboration that you are having for the moment, or what are the plans for the future with academia in order to increase awareness and to educate stakeholders?
You're absolutely right. I mean, one of the main challenges in undeveloped markets is education and awareness of new digital services and digital payments. And in addition to other, as I highlighted, problems, education and awareness is a very, very bigger barrier, because it takes time, it takes lots of efforts and lots of challenges in order to bring a mentality of the people into a different level. That's why we are in cooperation with many agencies, European institutions, and supporting and developing agencies, so we can create ecosystem together and provide direct impact into the young people, in order for them to be ready when they visit Europe, or they able to work in Europe, to have all necessary information in order to provide the best solution in regards to payments and other financial services. We are very convinced that very soon we will be able to have agreement with the University of Pristina, Faculty of Economy, in order together to set up some objectives and provide direct input to the students, that they are also getting lots of information, but not so much related to the technology and technology in finance. Nowadays, we see that the trends are evolving very much, and we have also lots of changes into the biggest global companies towards the digital processes, and I'm talking about Visa and MasterCard, which they are now more and more focusing their services into integration of wallets and into integration of fast services that will tackle remittances and other payment collection features. Due to that, in order to have impact more significantly, we believe strongly in regional cooperation. And as I said, PSRA is keen to enter in the markets such as North Macedonia, Serbia, Montenegro, and the additional value will be that people will send money within companies and individuals fast and with maybe free or cheap, but this will have a direct impact on the trade.
Thank you. And I will also wanna, before we close, wanna ask you about your plans of development. You've already mentioned that you're planning to expand in all the Balkans. You've already started, and you're planning to move forward. But now I would kindly ask you to give me your take, your opinion about the fintech ecosystem of the Balkans. How do you see it? Is it growing, or what are the limitations, or what are the opportunities?
I see while we are talking now, we are in the beginning of the developing stage for fintechs in the Balkans. North Macedonia, for example, they just adopted a law which will enter into force from 1st of January 2023. So relatively, they don't have a law that organizes and regulates the fintechs. So they are still behind with legislation. And I see lots of trends, developing trends also from the National Bank of Montenegro. They are trying to push development and also awareness of the citizens towards fintechs and the new trends. In addition, I see the huge activity also in Albania, and as I said, in Kosovo we are already present. So we have 4 or 5 fintechs that they are starting to provide different kind of services. In addition to that, there are indicators also of potential companies in Serbia. But as I said, Pesera is looking also this country to enter very soon. So in upcoming years, I think 2023 and 2025, it will be very important and developing opportunities for Balkan countries. The benefit of fintech is that it will change the nature of the games of payments and everything. It will push the banks to be more proactive and to be more flexible with the clients and to increase their capacities in the payment and digital services, since currently now they haven't invested so much in this part. But after the fintechs will start to penetrate the market, it will bring a totally new dynamic and totally new approach for better, faster services in regards to digital payments.
Thank you very much. And also, as we've previously discussed, I think I'm confident that one of the important benefits that fintechs will bring to the area is going to be bringing democracy into being able for everybody to use different services, because they will be probably the costs will go lower, and also more accessible technology will bring more persons into the world of finances, so they'll be able to use more. And definitely you and the other fintechs will be very important into making this.
Actually, there is how can I say, a need to have more data and more explanation in relates to the specific role of fintechs and the bank. The banks are not fintechs, and the fintechs are not the banks. So the idea is that I believe that those two will together will develop the market, and I see the fintechs to be more like aggregators of the banking sector. So what we are trying to highlight when we meet our colleagues from the banking sector is always that the payments are a very wide sector, and it's very, very big, and it's almost impossible for banks to deal with integration and technological developments. So that's why they need to be more open. They need to focus on long-term partnership with fintechs, and in order together to have a joint products for the customers, in order to develop also the technological services. the related joint projects between banks and fintechs will create a better and friendly ecosystem in payments that will contribute directly to the citizens. Unfortunately, the banks, they have very traditional approach, and they do consider, which is true, fintechs as competitors. The problem is that fintechs are not bank competitors. They are technological supporters and pushers and developers that in the end of the day will be able to collect money, make integrations, and keep the money in the banks. So the banks in the end will be those one that they will utilize related assets of the fintechs. So we are trying this to different panels and different discussions. We are trying this to highlight to the banking sectors and to develop this kind of mentality of concepts, which I think the academic world and your role and maybe University of Pristina role will be to have more time and provide some statistics and projections, which will be direct benefit of the banking sector of one developed fintech sector. So from my point of view, I mean, we are now in the beginning of the trend of fintechs, and it will take a bit more time and efforts till everybody will understand our role, and then results will come naturally later on, which is, as you said, better service, cheaper prices, and easy integrated solutions. But always people will have a needs for banks. People will have always the needs from more private VIP services, more expensive services, because if you want to have premium services, you're always going to have solutions from a banking sector maybe. So that's why I'm saying in this market we have totally diversified interests, and there is plenty of rooms for both of sectors to develop the market.
Thank you very much, Bashkim, for your time. And one of the things that we're planning to do in the future is to produce a report mapping and understanding, analyzing the fintech ecosystems of the Balkans. Soon we will release the one for Romania, and the next step is to try to put forward one for the entire area of the Balkans, and hopefully will contribute, as you've said, to enforcing, to creating, to supporting the relationship between fintechs, banks, fintechs, banks, and customers, and fintechs, banks, customers, and supervisors and regulators. So thank you again for your time.
No, it was a pleasure. I'm very happy that you have taken this initiative, regional approach, to put your academic people to the contribution stage for the new trends and new fintech developments. Thank you.